Ever since I took my first tentative swings as a 10-year-old at Highfield Golf Club in Timaru, I always had dreams of being a New Zealand Open champion. I thought my time had run out until one last chance to follow in the footsteps of Charles, Lister and Henry popped up. My chance to become the National Open champion, the New Zealand Mini Golf Open champion. Standing in my way were 65 others there at Auckland's Lily Putt to take part in a seminal moment in New Zealand's sporting history.
It's the first ever New Zealand Mini Golf Championships that you guys are attending. So yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. And today the winner of the men's and the women's individual category will gain automatic qualification to come and play in the New Zealand team in Croatia at the World Champs in September.
The New Zealand Mini Golf Open features 36 holes of qualifying, with the top 10 progressing to a third and deciding round. My opening round tees off on the difficult T-Rex alley layout, but adding to the stress, I've been grouped with both the Australian and New Zealand number ones. Bobby takes putt-putt seriously and has flown the Silver Fern in Finland and Kosovo.
You've been to the World Champs, so how big is this as a sport?
It is huge. It's massive in Europe. The Germans and the Swedes take it very seriously. Croatia take it very seriously. So, yeah, they have World Masters every year. They're playing competitions every second weekend in Europe. They have Youth Masters, so it's very big.
Sydney's Alan Cox is the Peter Thompson of mini golf, a 5-time Australian champion who's amassed more than $50,000 in earnings from his career with the flat stick. So it's no surprise Alan maps each course before a tournament.
You've even got a book, almost like a caddy's.
Yes,
Bible.
I've charted all the aces, the ace shots, so how to actually make the hole in one, and in the case that doesn't go in, I've actually charted all the breaks, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I could have done with Alan reading a few greens for me around T-Rex Alley as the pressure of a national championship took its toll after the first round.
So 53 in the first round, so a bit of pressure on to try and keep in the top 10. Mind you, I beat my age.
Sadly, I was a long way out of making the third and final round. So if I wanted to make the cut, I needed to score big on the safari course. And my putter was dialed in by the second hole.
Well played, Mark. Come on, get in! Yes! Right on, Mark. Good on you, mate.
If I wanted more aces, I needed to get the gear the professionals use.
The balls, for example. Now, I've got one little white ball. You've got 4 here. What are they all different?
They're all different. Different weights, different textures, different bounces.
And this is perfectly legal, obviously.
This is this is perfectly legal.
And you have different balls. You can change the ball in the round.
In the round, yeah, per hole. The dead balls you'll play on a hole that you sort of don't really want to go past the hole. If you want to play the back door and get a bit of a bounce, we'll use more. It's got a bit of a rubber.
It's really soft.
Yeah, you try that one and there's nothing in it.
Yeah, that's hard as rocks.
It's rocks, yeah. The Europeans actually will have a container of water and they'll cool balls down, or they'll put them in a sock and they'll put them in their pocket and they'll heat them up because the balls react differently under different temperatures.
A 10-shot turnaround wasn't enough to make the cut. My Open Championship dreams were in tatters. But then I was in good company as Bobby also dipped out on the final round. The top 10 returned to T-Rex Alley looking to putt their way to the top of the leaderboard and a place in the New Zealand team. And a sharpshooter from South Head Golf Club took the T-Rex layout apart. Jacques Van Zyl firing 5 aces in his final round to sign for a scintillating 38 and win the first ever New Zealand Mini Golf Open and book a spot at the World Champs.
So now Croatia beckons. What do you reckon about that?
When I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be going to Croatia in September, but I'm absolutely blown away. Really happy.
And this very nice Masters-like jacket.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Got handed over, everything.
The real deal.
Small, but it'll do, definitely.
Over the past 2 weeks, there's been an unhealthy amount of office cricket and also mini golf on the show, but it was for good reason, not the office cricket, the mini golf.
Over the weekend, Lily Putt in Auckland played host to the inaugural New Zealand Mini Golf Open. Chris entered along with a few of my Chiefs family too.
Can't wait for this one.
This is happening. It's 7 a.m. on a Saturday and I'm going to play mini golf. Weird. practice-wise, mate, leading up to this tournament, how much did you put in?
None. Nah, none. We treated it pretty seriously, man. I mean, we went all the way. You know, hours and hours. You got to do it. Putt putt. It's a big deal.
I came and I practiced, and I'm still rubbish. So the answer to that is no, not really.
It's tough. That shake really, really puts you off your shot. So it's deep breaths. Really just take it slow and, yeah, hope for the best.
There is a chance you could be in the final, mate. Are you excited for that?
Yeah, I guess it's always exciting to make a final. Something you always strive for.
It's been a couple of years since Chiefs have made the final, so it'll probably be good, eh?
Yeah, it's always good to get a trophy.
What about you, Glenn? I mean, were you happy with what happened out there today?
Not really. It was quite frustrating. Yeah, it just felt like someone was moving the hole every time. So.
Australia #1, Alan. A lot of pressure. He's threaded the needle beautifully.
You can't get close.
Because I saw your ball was in the bush before, mate. What happened there?
Yeah. The timing from your cameraman there was quite uncanny. Really just got a bit of frustration, lost my cool slightly, which I'm known to do, and went bush. Yeah. Penalty. Oh.
Can you stop filming the animals and film the actual golf, please? Did you even get that? No, you were too busy filming the hippo. Bloody hole in one.
The person who qualified in 10th spot on a score of 86, James Tucker.
He's in.
Huh?
My name on there, what's going on?
You were 10th equal. You were in the spot to play on the 88's grouped in.
Yeah.
But we got a guy that just handed in a scorecard late and jumped in. So we shuffled everyone down.
Los, do I get anything for coming 11th equal with 5 other people?
Afraid not. But hey, I can give you a ball. That's for free.
My game ball.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, anytime. Anytime.
All right, let's go. I suck.
No, you don't, Chris.
Bloody millennials.
That is the best anyone from Crowd Goes Wild has ever done.
Easy.
In an event.
Yeah, Mark, he had an average of 44.77, but, you know, he was New Zealand Cricketer of the Year one year, but 11th in Mini Golf Nationals. That's awesome, Chris. Millennials, they expect top 3 or not.
We're actually proud of Chris. It's weird, but hey, time to push and turn.
No, I'm not getting burned this time.
No, there's something on the screen behind you. Look, it's the winner. Jacques, and then there's some other guy there with a nice curly mop, and James Tucker from the Chiefs came third. Second or third. We're still not quite sure. Third, you reckon, Chris? Third.
We're gonna tie for third. We're gonna have a playoff between James Tucker and Alex Cox. Yeah. So James and Alex can come to hole 1, please. The crowd around the hole, please. Let's add to the function. Oh, I know.
You go first, mate.
Hand in. Hand in. Well done. Hand in.
Well, mini golf is a sport normally associated with holidays and a bit of family fun.
But it's actually breaking its stereotype. So I went down to Auckland's Tamaki Drive today to check out the New Zealand Open. So here we are at the second ever New Zealand Mini Golf Open. Mini golf, is that even a thing? Let's go find out. Yep, it's a very real thing. 44 mini golfers, 4 divisions, competing over 3 days.
It's very similar to regular golf. I know we play on courses which have like walls to bounce off, but it's still the same in terms of your composure over the putts.
This is just the second edition of the New Zealand Open, but the ball's well and truly rolling.
We had a series this year called the Pro League, which we had 10 events around the Upper North Island, and we're just trying to encourage people to come along, play, get involved.
The winner of today's Pro Division earns an invitation to 2019 World Champs in China. But it's in Europe where the sport is huge, with youth and masters events, tournaments every fortnight. And there's no horsing around. There's even drug testing and players mapping the course with each hole designed to allow a hole-in-one.
In Croatia, we had a guy score 20 on one course, which was a world record.
And there was no shortage of those today. T-Rex was in the house, but I think Tiger was too.
Get in the hole! Get in the hole! Yeah!
But with which ball? Because I discovered it takes a lot of balls to golf like they do.
They range from being like a pool ball type one. We've also got glass ones as well, but then we get rubber ones that are quite soft.
Like the colourful opposition.
The Trans-Tasman Cups are always good. There's sledging's allowed.
Obviously not enough, because Aussie Alan Cox won this year's pro event. Matt Ainsley picked up second place, while Mum Faye won the women's amateur section. So Faye here, she's a bit of an expert, so she's going to give me just a few tips.
I will try.
And succeed she did.
Yeah!
Nothing pathetic about my mini golf. Maybe I'll enter the Open next year.
Yep.
Great donut hat.